Have you got beliefs that are keeping you stuck? Do you know what those beliefs are? Do you have any beliefs around it's not safe to do something, be something, express yourself in some way, stop doing something? What are your beliefs that are keeping you stuck and stopping you from fully expressing yourself in the world, being happy, and doing the things with your life that you came here to do? What are those beliefs? And how do you actually start to change those beliefs? Well, I'm going to show you a really quick EFT tapping method that you can use that will help you change each one belief at a time, so you can use this tapping method multiple times in a session. But before I do that, hi, I'm Sandra Inman, author of Tapping into Abundance, using EFT tapping and the law of attraction to change your mindset and turn your life around. And if you're new to the channel and you want to do just that, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos. So this tapping method came about as a bit of an experiment. I was with a client and I decided to just jump in and use a combination of a technique that's generally used in a guided meditation with EFT. So it speeds the technique up completely, because the guided meditation version of this takes about 40 minutes, whereas the EFT tapping version of this takes probably all of maybe 2 or 3 minutes at the most. So it's a really quick way of releasing beliefs, and it really does work with belief. And I'm not quite sure why it works with belief. I just know from experience of using it myself, and also with all of my clients now and with the tapping groups that I have online. This is a really amazing tapping technique to use when it's the right time to use it. So the first thing you need to do is know a belief that you have that you'd like to not have. Okay, so maybe it's a belief that it's not safe to express myself, or it's not safe to speak up. It's not safe to say no. It's not safe to disappoint people. It's not safe to say no when I really want to say no. Those kinds of beliefs can actually stop you from living a happy life. It's to do with the it's not safe to part that's really important. Most of the beliefs that you have, like beliefs that I'm not good enough, I don't know enough, I'm not as good as the other person, it's I couldn't possibly do that, they all come down to a fear base. And beneath those more surface beliefs is something more to do with it's not safe to. So maybe it's not safe to be good enough. Maybe it's not safe to be better than other people at something. Maybe you've learned that in your past, and it's now embedded in your subconscious mind. Maybe you've learned that it's not safe to be me. And so you know that you will often say yes to people when you really want to say no. And because you're afraid that if you say no, then you're going to be revealing a part of yourself that's more selfish maybe, or people aren't going to accept that part of you if you say no to them, or if you show it to them, or if you do something, or you take a career path. People might start to see the real you, and you've been hiding yourself because you felt that the real you wasn't acceptable, because it wasn't safe to express who you really were when you were a child. So I'm going to ask you to find a belief and then ask yourself this question. Finish the sentence, I should say. It's not safe to, finish the sentence. And whatever that is, that's what you're going to use in the tapping sequence. So write it down so that you don't forget it. And now I'm going to show you the tapping sequence to use. It's a combination of EFT tapping just through the points, quick tap method, nothing's changed there, except we don't use the karate chop point, and a technique that's used a lot in the more new age shamanic circles, where you're releasing beliefs from not just from yourself, but also from your parents, your ancestors, your past lives, your DNA, and all of that kind of thing. For some people, it may sound a little woo-woo and a little strange, but for some reason, it works. It works amazing When I first tried it for myself, I was amazed. The client that I tried it on for the first time, it worked absolutely amazing, and everybody who's ever used this technique since just has absolute amazing results from doing it. So you've got your belief there, it's not safe to, whatever it is. I'm going to use it's not safe to be me for the example, and we're going to start tapping, and we're going to start tapping through the points. So repeat after me. I release all contracts. I release all agreements. I release all vows. I release all implants. I release all beliefs. I release all programs. I release all spells, hexes, curses and binds. Having been made by me, or for my behalf, that have me believing that it's not safe to be me. I release this from my mother and father. I release this from my ancestors. I release this from my bloodline. I release this from my DNA. I release this from my cellular body. I release this from my past lives. I release this from my present life. Through all time and space. By the grace of my true self, so be it now. By the grace of my true self, so be it now. By the grace of my true self, so be it now. So what if I can be me and be safe at the same time? What if I can be me and be safe at the same time? What if I can be me and be safe at the same time? What if I can be me and be safe at the same time? Taking a deep breath and letting it out. So that's a combination of a few different modalities in one tapping sequence. So I'm using EFT tapping, quick tap sequence, using this guided meditation sort of shamanic approach of releasing all of this, not just for myself, but releasing it from my parents and my ancestors, because a lot of these beliefs are inherited from, it's part of our DNA, it's in our cellular body, we embody these beliefs, and so it's releasing the beliefs from all of these different places. You're also freeing up your family and your ancestors and your bloodline from this belief as well, so you're helping them out too. And also working with your subconscious mind to start getting it to understand that, hey, there's a new program now. Subconscious mind, ego, part of me that's keeping me safe by having this belief, I'm going to update you, because what if we can do this? What if I can be me and be safe at the same time? And the what if just gives that change to the subconscious mind. It interrupts the pattern. It brings forth a suggestion and can create that cognitive shift that you need to create in order for the subconscious to start to release the belief and start to open up to the possibility that it could be totally safe for you to be who you are. It could be totally safe to say no to somebody. It could be safe to have somebody say, oh, you're being selfish because you said no to me. You could have that happen and then feel okay, because you'll know that it's safe to be who you are. It's safe to say no. And if you find that there are a whole lot of beliefs to do with it's not safe to, just go through each one at a time. It is like peeling an onion or peeling an artichoke. There's many kind of layers, and some of them overlap each other. And when you're doing this style of tapping, you will find there's a lot of beliefs. And you've got to be really careful that you phrase the belief in the way that your subconscious actually phrases it. So make sure you get the right words. It's not safe to be me. And you may find that you may need to do the sequence again with a variation on that phrase. It might be, it's not safe to express myself. And then you may think of other things that might come up. It's not safe for me to have an opinion. It's not safe for me to be right. Things like that. So do try that. Let me know in the comments field how you go with it. And if you're interested in working either one-on-one with me, or if you want to be part of an online group tapping session, the details to how you can do that, joining a Facebook group or contacting me and booking a time with me, are in the description field below this video. If you like the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm Sandra Inman, and I'll see you on the next video.